This is such a good song, holy heck. I was listening to this earlier while Spirit and I were cooking dinner. Oh man, that's something else we've got to add to the list for 2024 is that I've got to do a Claude playthrough. Man, December just got away from me. It's crazy. It's something else we got to do. As y'all can see, I've got quite the number of categories going already. No, not that. Click the button. Here we go. And I'm really glad I revisited Final Fantasy VII Remake this year too. Holy heck. And it was fun. It was fun just getting to revisit all the music and the hype and the feels of that game, for sure. And of course doing it in cosplay because you guys made it happen with the birthday incentive. That was fun. We'll see what we can do in 2024, I suppose. Yeah, tonight's just kind of a fun, comfy, exciting one. Lagoos! Lagoos, thank you so much for your resub of 14 months. Holy heck, with your Prime Gaming sub. It is appreciated. Continue to enjoy your sub badge. Hopefully ad-free viewing for now. Thank you, Emotes, and thank you so much for the support. I do appreciate it. Darn those ads. Yeah, it does support the stream though, so it is appreciated. I know, like, right now we're still kind of in the pre-ad. Because, like, I try to, I'll give you a little insight, is that I try to give myself where I get, like, 7 minutes before the ads run, so I have, like, 10 minutes to, like, get water, get ready, get settled, get stuff done before we go live. So I try to, like, as soon as the ads go off is when we try to swap over and, like, get going and do the intro and all that stuff. Just so we can have time, like, get you know, let people get in the stream, enjoy the music or the intros or whatever's playing. And then, let it be pre-roll off after that. Yeah. And how are you, Lagoos? It is... what, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon where you are? It's almost like, it's after 8 o'clock where we are right now, so we've got minus 4 hours to the new year. Till 2024. But yeah, tonight is just going to be super snug and comfy. People popping fireworks early. Illegal switches with the animals. Oh no! Oh, it's 4:10. Oh! Hmm. Oh! Does Hawaii not do the fallback? Is that what it is? Do they not do fallback? Hence why it's 4 hours now instead of 5? I feel like that would make sense. Fireworks are 100% legal, bless. Yeah, I think they're technically illegal in the cities where we are, but people are still shooting them off, of course. Of course. Yeah. Hopefully the animals can settle in and feel safe. No such thing as daylight savings time. Okay. I get you. Yeah, who knows what the continental US is going to do about daylight savings time in the future. And there's been plenty of people that are like, we want no more daylight savings time. Alright, but it does look like the ads are going to play. It's the 3 minutes. So you're not going to miss much. I'm just going to be here thinking about ideas and such. So we'll leave it back. Again, this is kind of like the pre-stuff. I just didn't want to do pre-stuff, so we're just kind of letting it go. And Crackdown, yeah. I have no idea what they do, even though it's like it's supposed to be illegal most of the part where we are, but I don't know. Let me see. Fireworks illegal where I am. Yeah, illegal to use, sell, or possess any fireworks in our area, it says, as of last year. But still, somehow, like, I don't even know how that works, because there's like tents for selling fireworks like everywhere. But then, I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know if they just get like super lenient or whatever around this time of year. I mean, like, obviously if they were doing it off season, that would draw like more attention, especially if it was very dry during the summer, but who knows? I mean, I know I grew up doing fireworks and stuff in the continental US, in southeastern or mid-southern US, but gosh, when was it? I was working the paper at the time. I want to say like the mid-2000s? I want to say the mid-2000s was when they started saying, hey, it's illegal to do it within the city limits because of everything, fires, litter, etc. And animals and such. Just not all random from November to March, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's like, thankfully, like, right now in 4th of July, or leading up to 4th of July, is when it seems to be the most saturated. Yeah. For animals. I actually had some, cosplayers from, Germany that I've been following on Instagram called Kamui Cosplay, and they used to be worried about their doggos because somehow, Berlin, like a huge populated city, used to have, like, them firing off all types of fireworks, like, at every time of day around the holidays. But then they said when they moved to Madeira off of Portugal that they do fireworks, but it's only for like a specified time, and it's like a certain type that like won't scare them or something or other. I don't know. Hey Grant, how are you? Okay. Cool. I think the ads are wrapping up, so very good, very good. Now we should be pre-roll free. Very good. But yeah, again, today is just going to be kind of a comfy cozy casual day. Just wanted to be able to spend it all with all of you, of course. Just wanted to reflect on how 2023's been going and what ideas and plans we have for 2024. It's been a while since we've done a talking stream where I get to hear back from you guys and just what games or ideas or suggestions that you all have for anything, of course. I do have some ideas and plans of my own, and obviously I've been writing quite a bit. I've been updating the list, just thinking over things, because it just all gets in my brain. I just want to get it down on paper before I lose it and think of it and such. Yeah, I've got so many ideas. It's just a matter of time to implement them and such. I do hope everyone is having a lovely New Year's Eve wherever you are, whatever time it is for you. Again, I know we've got people that are in Hawaii that are like, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've got people in the US where it's like 9, 8, 7, 6 p.m. on December 31st. And then we've even got people that are all the way in the UK or in Europe where it's like midnight, or no, it's like, it's at least 2 in the morning on New Year's Day and beyond and such. I have to say I'm pleased with our reach, with our community. But yeah, this is a wonderful and excellent time. You guys can always feel free to make suggestions, to make like, hey, have you heard about this game, or hey, this, or are you gonna play this, or etc. Like, I'm always open to suggestions and such, but I've definitely got some ideas. It's just a matter of implementing them for this year, for this coming year. So I know that this December has been, and even November has been a little crazy because of what with binging Star Ocean 2 remake, SMRPG remake, and then December we just finished binging Ace Attorney 3 and all the other crazy stuff that we did and whatnot. So we're gonna try to get back into kind of a schedule, kinda starting this week. Tomorrow, I will say, tomorrow I am taking off because I know we're gonna be celebrating today. I'm taking it off because normally I like to spend the first day just planning things out, writing my calendar for the year, because like I have this, my journal, and like I make out like calendars, like literally like all all of my calendars. I like draw them up. Well, I like to decorate them. To see like for March and everything, or every month I always like decorate them or do them in new themes, write important dates, birthdays, things like that, and then write my thoughts on the other page. And then at the end of the year, I always like to go back and reflect and say, hey, this is what went right, this is what wasn't so great that I'd like to move on from, this is what I aspire to do for the coming year, and whatnot, all of my goals, and then make like a little cute thing. Like, see, like last year when we did, you guys can see that. When we did a Goose Game, I was like, you know, I really enjoy Goose, because I think that was around the first time I actually played it for myself instead of watching speedruns and such. So I ended up making a 2023 Goose-themed header and such. So that's just kind of what I do, is I'll draw up all my calendars, write out my January calendar, do some cleaning, talk with Spirit, talk about what our goals for the new year is, and what, because we like to plan. I mean, we can't plan for absolutely everything, but we like to plan together and talk and sit down and just look over things. But yeah. Then after that, of course, we will be getting to other games. I know I owe you guys the end of Low Level, so I promise, come Tuesday, that's right. Come Tuesday, we will be finishing the final segment of Low Level. I promise. It's in the schedule, it's on the calendar, I put it in the Discord, on the Twitter, all that stuff, which, if you don't know, we do post everything to the Discord. But if you want to continue to keep up with us, that is the best place to find out what is going down when, and also has a whole entire channel for you guys to make suggestions for the channel. So yes, we will finally be finishing Low Level and seeing how long that takes to finally, because we've got, what? We've got Manager, Director, Factory Chief, and Gun Yoke, and then Smithy. And then we've probably got just maybe a little bit of a farm to do for items, because we have to have a certain amount of items, otherwise the Smithy fight is not going to happen. It's not going to succeed and whatnot. So yeah. And then Wednesday's kind of TBD right now, because I'm not sure. Because I've been watching Spike Vegeta do his races and low-level learning and stuff, and there's supposed to be like a big race between him and like a lot of the racers, like I think Kuiper Don't Care, maybe some people from the SMRPG speedrunning community and such. They're supposed to be doing a big giant low-level race on Wednesday, but it starts at like 11 o'clock, and that's like 2 hours before when I normally go live. So I'm kind of debating about that. I know he said like anybody can join anytime, and I probably should try to challenge myself, but I'm still kind of waffling on the idea of it, you know. So we'll see. So either I'll buckle up and actually do the low level, we'll do some rando, or we'll do some other fun stuff and whatnot, so we'll see. And then of course Friday we're still kind of leaning towards like short games, smaller playthroughs and such. So that is what we'll be doing on Friday. Getting back to the small, cute, short playthroughs and whatnot. Yeah. That is the plan, is just to get back into a schedule, get back into a routine, so you guys can have a little bit more reliability and we're not just having one thing all the time. Okay, another other thing, I have actually had some more notification alerts ideas. I've been trying to think about them. I know I'm using the Twitch ones, which are actually pretty fantastic for being in-house for alerts. Not only that, because we use alerts, we get the 2 extra animated emote slots for us to play with. So what, I think we've got 6 free animated emote slots right now, which I've got ideas. It's just trying to get them polished and making them where it's emotes you guys would want to use and such, so... Yeah, other than that, I'm thinking about other alerts and such, stuff to make it fun and that relate to the stream, it's personable and all that. Oh yeah. But yeah, games to think about. I know we've got a couple of resources to pull from, such as Steam. Steam is right now in the middle of its big winter sale, which I actually did pick up a couple of games from that on a good discount that we'll be getting into shortly. We've also got Amazon, since I've got Prime Gaming, which Prime Gaming gives you a free sub to use on your favorite streamer every month. You get like free games, and there's actually been some really fantastic free games this month and such, for sure. Hey Kay, Happy New Year! Got family, so cats can't stay, pop in and give well wishes. I appreciate that. I do hope you have a lovely Happy New Year and enjoy the family time. And thank you. Okay. But yeah, we've got Amazon. There was actually one that I was really curious about, and again, we'll get into it once we start going down the games list and such. And then the other thing is, if you don't know, the Epic Game Store actually has free games, like a bunch of free games. Like they've been doing like a holiday giveaway where it's like one free game every single day. I'm not even joking. And I've actually picked up a couple of those because some of them were actually pretty fantastic. Pretty amazing. Hang on, let me boot that up. Let's see. Yeah, they normally have like a free game like once a week. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's like they've got this game and then the next one is going to be tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, Curse to Golf. Someone recommended that and thought it was fun. Also, yes, I've been seeing ads for the Lego Fortnite, and because it kind of looks like a Minecraft survival-esque game, it's like, that actually looks kind of fun and whatnot. But yeah, just lots of free, interesting games to actually pull from and such. Granted, I won't be playing Death Stranding on stream because it's not really a Bullseye Channel type game. I mean, like, I've watched people play it, but I don't know if, like, based on the contents and some of the other stuff that's in it, that would probably be approved or good for this channel. Yeah. Oh, one other fun thing that we've been, working on. I've been researching and Spirit has been helping me look and such, and haven't gotten it narrowed down yet. But we are finally looking to update our PC. Finally. We've just been kind of looking around for one that suits our needs, our budget, and stuff like that. So, hoping we're going to be upgrading much sooner rather than later. We were looking around today, but unfortunately the model that we were looking for wasn't in stock, so in physical stores at least. So we'll have to do a little looking around, which is fine. We know what we're looking for. We're just kind of looking for a nice step up. We're not looking for it to be an arm and a leg and such. And maybe at some point this year, we'll see about actually getting like an office, i.e. game stream room set up at some point. I mean, it's like all I really need is like a desk and a chair, but I want to be able to like, I don't want to go nuts, but I just want to make it like cozy and such. And plus have a room where I don't have to worry about outside forces or other things interrupting and all that. Not that Spirit's an interruption, but the day-to-day stuff. But, yeah. Yeah, so, Steam, Amazon, and Epic are all excellent resources, especially if you find really cute free games. So we'll be looking into some of those this year. And see, like, Lake... I think it was Lake and Chicken Police Painted Red were all Amazon Prime games. That sounded really cool. Lake looks super comfy, but... Again, unfortunately, since our computer is nearing 10 years old, I'm not even joking. Kind of need to hold off until we can get a little stronger PC to handle that. But super cute, super comfy looking and such, which we do like the cute and the comfy here on this channel. I would hope so. Another thing, I was actually curious about this because Chicken Police Painted Red is actually kind of a film noir detective. But it's all animals. Like, all the characters are, like, black and white images of animals. in like 1920s, 1930s suits and dresses and stuff that's really cool looking. The only thing is that I think they said there was a little bit of language, and I think it's rated mature, so I may have to look into it a little bit, like play it a little bit, just to see how much it is. I don't think it would be too bad. It just might be kind of along the lines of like Persona 5 levels of like language or adult themes and things like that, so we'll see. Of course, one and done games. Never a bad thing. One and done games are coming back. Like games that we like to just kind of have like on Fridays, where it's just like it's a one-day playthrough because it's short, it's sweet, it's fun, and such. And one of those is Calico. Again, another very cute, very soft-looking game where it's like you're a cute little character that's like help reviving a cat cafe or something like that. But again, just all of these are like very short, can be beaten like within like one stream or one good stream time and such. Also, for those of you that were fans of Feels February and me playing my first To the Moon playthrough, which To the Moon was actually a lot of fun, and then I know this past December we did the 2 mini episodes that they did, the Christmas holiday minisodes of To the Moon. Well, okay, now we're not doing a bird story, but sequentially it's To the Moon, Finding Paradise, and Imposter Factory, I believe is what it is. And then they've got like a whole bunch of other stuff in between it that kind of fills in some of the gaps. Just some little character things and such that are kind of optional, but very good if you're enjoying the universe. But we did pick up Finding Paradise because it went on a deep discount for the winter sale. So at some point this year, maybe Feels February again or whatever, we will be playing the next leg in the To the Moon series, Finding Paradise. So that should be a lot of fun. Should be good. Also something else, we played the demo of this one, A Tiny Sticker Tale, and it was kind of cute, like kind of a little explorer that's kind of Paper Mario Sticker Star-ish, where you have little objects in your album and you use them to solve problems or things like that in the world. This actually, just last week, was offered as a free Prime game on Amazon Prime, or Prime Gaming, or what you call it. So it's actually another super short, sweet little playthrough. I was like, you know, that is actually worth it. So we'll look forward to playing another cute short game that we've played before, that we played the demo to. I always kind of like that continuing, that continuity, words. I can't word today. I stayed up too late playing Lethal Company last night. We'll get to that. We'll get to that story. Yeah, I like how if we play the demo, then we get the chance to play the full game, which has happened a couple of times in 2023, which was a lot of fun. Because, like, if we're enjoying a game, I want to be able to show you guys, like, the rest of the game and such. But sometimes, either with time and everything else, sometimes we just can't get to it unless it's, like, you know, further up on the list. So, but at least since Tiny Sticker Tale is short, and it was free on Prime Gaming, we're definitely going to play it one of these coming Fridays and such. Okay, this was another one that I'm kind of excited about, not gonna lie. Chicken Journey. This is another one that we played that was a demo that was the cute, adorable pixel 2D chicken, where it's like, it's a chicken on the journey to discover the age-old question. It was what came first, the chicken or the egg? And it had just this gorgeous, adorable pixelated 2D scenery with all these little adorable chicken characters and such. Supposedly there's even a Bob Ross chicken, which y'all know I'm all about Bob Ross, so. But after looking at the trailer again, seeing it was on sale with the winter Steam sale, I was like, this game looks too cute. Everybody loves it, gives it glowing reviews and everything. It's like, it's cute, it's wholesome, it's a chicken. So it's like, you know, we gotta just buckle down and do this. So we got Chicken Journey. So we will be playing that one of these Fridays to come and such. Again, just on the one and done days is what I'm calling for going back on Fridays again. And then this was another one that I had that was another Prime Gaming game. that I've been curious about called Evan's Remains. It seems it's like kind of another point and click, maybe, adventure mystery game. So that should be very interesting. Did I? That's alright. Yeah, the artwork to it looked really nice. Like even like the main artwork for Evan's Remains looked very cool, because I think it was like all pixelated and bright and beautiful, but it's supposed to be a mystery. So y'all know we like some mysteries around here. And of course, we're still gonna have demo days. Demo days are gonna happen on Friday as well, since demos typically are pretty short, anywhere from like 15 minutes to like a couple of hours and such. So I'm still keeping an eye out for all the demos and such between Wholesome Games. I think I'm following. There's a Twitter that I've found just this year that is excellent for making recommendations for the wholesome games and the cute games that we're looking for. I think it's like My Potato Games or whatever it is. Hold on. Yeah, My Potato Games. They're in line with the again with the wholesome games and such, but they go a little bit deeper in terms of making recommendations a little outside the box of the mainstream. And they also tell about like demos and stuff, or where to find it. So again, we will be having demo days here and there. I've already got one on my list that was pretty cute looking called Make Room, and it's basically like a little 3D... Now I've forgotten the word. It's just like this little 3D room, whether it's like a trailer, a room, or a little something or other, a tent, and you just kind of make it and decorate it as you go. You can even like change the background or the setting and stuff. Like it looks like super simple, but it looks really good. So we'll play that at some point. All right. And now we've got what I'm looking forward to for new releases. Again, I've been trying to like cross off or mark stuff off for releases that it's like, I want to play this. This is going to happen kind of playthroughs, because I'm just like so freaking excited about some of these games, as we were this past year. Such as with Octopath Traveler 2. Loved that game. That's probably one of my top games of this year. That was fantastic. Loved all the stories, the new characters, all of their abilities, and all the new mechanics, the music, everything. It's so good. So, yeah. Sadly, we don't know when Fields of Mystery is coming, but I have been looking forward to that game for so long that it's like another cute Stardew Valley-like, another cute farming game. They kind of brag that their art style is kind of in the style of like 90s shoujo or 90s Sailor Moon and such, but it just looks so freaking adorable. I mean, like, you guys, look, check this out. I forgot if I shared this or not, but they like to tweet like little scenes and stuff from their game, which is very fitting to promote it. Yo, look at this! Here. Yo, look at this! This is from their Twitter. They tweeted out, like, literally, like, 4 days ago. It has a doggo that works at, like, the local bathhouse. It says, Dozy appears to be tuckered out from being such a cutie pie. And look at how, like, detailed and adorable this art style is. Like, all the characters have, like, portraits, all your sort of environments and everything. Like, the big thing is also, like, you can just decorate to your heart's content. Like, they show, like, decorations outside, changing the wallpaper, the floors. I mean, yeah, stuff that you've seen in Stardew and everything, but just the amount of detail that they go into with Fields of Mystery, with decorations and landscaping and everything. And again, it just looks so freaking cute. So I've been looking forward to this, and it's supposed to come out in 2024, so we will see. So that's one of the games I'm looking forward to. But the big one, y'all know, from the trailers in summertime to the big trailer and theme release that we saw on the Game Awards in December, at the beginning of this month, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. Like, it's so crazy to feel like just how much that they're showing. That it's like, it feels like they're showing some stuff, but this is definitely like just the tip of the iceberg of what they're showing / not showing us, because there were a lot of surprises in Remake, despite even feeling like they were showing off all of the main points in that from the trailers leading up to its release in 2020. So, even despite what we've already seen from the landscapes, the cities, the villages, some of the plot points, some of the hints, and the Easter eggs, and the teasers, and things like that, like, we have not scratched the surface on this game, but the thing is, this game comes out the day before my birthday! So, oh my gosh! So, hopefully with, you know, the new PC, we finally find our own PS5 and things like that leading up to. We've got, you know, over 2 months to all make this happen. You know, life. But, oh man. It looks so freaking good and it has so many questions and not enough answers. But I know that they're just gonna blow it out of the water. So, looking forward to that. And again, that's the day before my birthday, so we may have to figure out something for my birthday. Like, we'll likely be playing it on the day of release, and then my birthday will probably be like some split stuff, like some Rebirth and maybe some party games or something else like that. We'll figure it out. Heck, we might just do what I want and play Rebirth all day again. Ah, frames, please! Why you do this? Is it because I opened up Twitter? I mean, Twitter shouldn't be a problem. I don't know. Or maybe Twitch is being twitchy. Come on! Okay, you good? You good there? Actually, I didn't drop that many frames. We only dropped like 1,000. I'll take it though. Alright. But yeah. Rebirth. Completely looking forward to that. For sure. So, again. We might just end up playing this all on my birthday as well. Which is perfect. So yeah, those are 2 of the big releases that I can think of at this moment that I've been looking forward to since like this year, and looking forward to when it releases in 2024, so. But moving on, console games. A couple of things I've been looking forward to and planning on. Ghost Trick. I know that this has been on the back burner, that this is another fantastic game. I mean, heck, we're just coming off the heels of another Shu Takumi game, which is Ace Attorney 3, in which Shu Takumi, he actually produced Ghost Trick as well, and I've heard that it's another fan-freaking-tastic kind of point-and-click puzzle adventure game with amazing characters, plot, and music and such. So at some point we've got to look into that. I know it's on Steam, it's also on Switch, I think, so we'll be looking at that at some point. Moving on, we've always had Horizon Zero Dawn on the list, because I feel like that's another really good action-adventure, explorer, RPG kind of game. Like, it looks great, it was a lot of fun to play. This actually came out right before my birthday. Gosh, how many years ago? Like 2018, I think it was, maybe? But, this was a lot of fun to play. It's kind of basically like, it kind of reminded me of Skyrim, but with like more detail, more of your main protagonist and such as Aloy. So we might actually finally look into playing that, since it's a big game, but it is fun for sure. So we'll look into that. And then, since we did actually do a replay of the original Paper Mario, this was one I've kind of had on the back burner, and that's wanting to do a replay of Paper Mario and the Origami King. I think this was another one that was either 2020 or 2021 was when this released. And I know there were a lot of people that were super skeptical about this because of like like the latter half of the Paper Mario series, such as Sticker Star, Color Splash, and whatnot. Sticker Star, I understand. Color Splash, I kind of get. It was a little bit better. Origami King, I actually really enjoyed. I remember watching, I think it was Pi playing it. He played like an hour of it, and I couldn't get through like 30 minutes of it, because when I was seeing how the game looked, the way that the humor was, the way that the mechanics were, I was like, this seems like something I want to play for myself. And I played it, I loved it, so I want to go back to it. I want to bring all of you all along as well, just so you can kind of see like the positive spin and the humor and the story and everything of it. So Paper Mario the Origami King is going to happen sometime in 2024 as well. Another big playthrough, because it's another big game, but it's a lot of fun. It has a lot of good humor, has some jams, and so forth. Next on the list, this was another one I've been thinking about since I've been watching people play Minecraft. I've been watching them play just like a lot of builders and sim games and such. And this was one that we discovered, Spirit and I did, a couple years ago, called Dragon Builders. Now it says Dragon Builders 2, and I'll get into that. Now, Dragon Builders 1, I think I actually discovered from one of the Let's Players that I watched, Nakatalili, and it looked like so much fun. Granted, I have had like next to no experience with the Dragon Builder series whatsoever. I think we played like briefly Dragon Quest VIII, the Journey of the Chosen King or whatever it is. It was the PS2, and it was alright. It didn't like hook me into it immediately, but I think it was one of the better ones. I know everybody loved like Dragon Quest XI, which I haven't played, but everybody's like loved Dragon Quest XI. But Dragon Quest Builders, it's like we saw that, it's like, okay, this looks like fun, we should go out and get it. We found it for cheap at GameStop, and then we found out like months later, after we played it, that there was a sequel coming out. And it was even better than the first one with its mechanics and story development and everything else. So Dragon Quest Builders 2 is actually like the better one. So I would probably stick with doing Dragon Quest Builders 2 than going off of doing like Dragon Quest Builders 1 and then 2. Because those are both relatively long, so it'd probably just be best just to stick with 2. But this was kind of another one that I wanted to share with all of you guys. Just another kind of cute, cozy story sim builder game. So that'll be fun. Alright, next console. Funny enough, I actually remembered this. I know, again, since November was Big Binge Month for us, with doing Star Ocean 2 Remake, etc., is that we did Reina's playthrough, and oh my gosh, I loved playing that so much because of how gorgeous it looked. All the new mechanics with battle, with fishing, fast travel, etc., and such. That I'm so glad with how they treated Reina's story, but I wanted to show off Claude's story, because as good as Reina's is, you kind of have to have both of those stories to kind of figure out, to know what they're both going through, because they're both two different stories, even though they both go on the same adventure, but they both have story-specific, unique party members they can get, such as Reina's is Dios, and Claude's is Leon, and such. Plus, since we got Ashton and Reina's, I figured we could probably get Opera and gosh, I forgot his name. But there's two other characters that you can pick up. It's like overall there's a lot of characters that you can pick up, but sometimes you have to make a choice between one or the other. So I figure we will go through Claude's route. We won't go as deep of a dive in Claude's route as we would with Reina. We're probably also going to do New Game Plus, since we've already picked up like all the things, all the cool things and whatnot. We'll do New Game Plus, maybe on a harder difficulty to keep it challenging. And we'll do Claude's route, we'll do his story, we'll pick up different characters this time, and so forth. I figured that would be a lot of fun. Okay. Still thinking about trying to dig out the PS3, the Xbox 360 library, but that's not far up on the burner on the list of priorities right now. I just know that there's like been a number of games that I've had on both of those because of like the subscription services or whatever they were that like gave you like PlayStation Plus and games with gold with Xbox 360 back in the day. But maybe one day we'll get to those. But next thing, something else that I wanted to revisit. Now, I know that they just did with Dave the Diver, that they released like the Dredge crossover content. I was hoping at some point like they were working on like DLC or extra story or whatever, because we know at the end of Dave the Diver that there was like some crazy phone call that Cobra got that sounded like it was alluding to DLC and such. But I mean, at the very least, we get to go back down into the depths and explore Dave the Diver Dredge content. That'll probably be just like a one-day thing unless it merits like more and such, but I want to see what the Dredge content is like, because I know like Dredge is like the super spoopy fishing boat, Cthulhu-esque fishing game. So we'll see what it has to offer with the DLC. It actually released just this month, like I think it was the 15th, but we had so much on our plate, there was no chance of me thinking of getting to it and whatnot. Alright. And then of course, you know, we're going to keep all the classics. We're going to keep up Super Mario RPG Randomizer, because it's a cool thing to pull out of our back pocket. I still really want to think about continuing to get better at SMRPG Remake low level, just because it can be accessible. I mean, the only difficult thing is just time and, you know, getting good, getting your movement, knowing how to get faster, how to make your run more efficient and such. So we will see. Other series I wanted to share with you guys. Well, I know the East series was suggested, since it was another like really great RPG series that was suggested by one of you. But I know that these two right here, the Sly Cooper and the Ark the Lad series, were two that I talked about for a while. So at some point I'd like to see about getting a way to play the Sly Cooper series, because those games are amazing. Like, again, hot take, but the first one wasn't as great. The second one is great. The third one is even better. The second one, I still have to say that the second one, the second Sly Cooper, is probably still my favorite. So it's pretty dang good. Ark the Lad. That was one that Spirit introduced me to way back when we were dating, because he had like a plethora of PlayStation 1 RPGs, such as Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Ark the Lad, just so stinking many. And the Ark the Lad series was just so neat. So we'll have to see about maybe streaming that at some point this coming year. Some of them do vary. I know the first one, I think, is like maybe 25 hours or so. It's really short, but then the next one gets longer. And I started the third one, but I don't think I ever beat it, so we'll have to look into that as well. Yeah, I know Sly Cooper. I mean, Sly Cooper can get long depending on if I try to go for like 100%, finding like the collectibles for all the gear and things like that. But there's still like, I love the humor, I love the missions, and just all that with it. So I hope to definitely share the Sly Cooper series with you guys. Okay. Yeah, so far those are the ideas that I have in terms of games and everything else. And we've still got like a lot more to pull from. Like, I mean, you guys see like all the free like Epic Game Store games that we've got to pull from and everything. This one I'm actually curious about, Ghostwire, because I remember the producer, and I forget her name. She was actually at the Game Awards again with her bubbly personality. She was precious. But this was another free game that they did, so we might look into doing Ghostwire maybe, like around Halloween or so. We'll see, for October or whatever. And maybe at some point, if I can get this to work, probably gonna happen like once we get the PC upgrade again, because our PC is old right now. Maybe look into Lego Fortnite, because you'll know I love a good explorer, builder, farming, survival sim kind of thing. And yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. Let me also swap the music. I know like this can go for like an hour, but it's really just, it's good. It's good to have for like background and everything. I mean, again, it's like it's all the games that I've played. Like Persona 5, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, SMRPG, Octopath 2. Let's go with Octopath 2. There we go. Kind of swap it up, and again, Octopath Traveler 2 had some fantastic music, my gosh. Alright. Again, like, all of these are the ideas that I've had, but of course I like to hear from all of you guys, because you guys give me like so many ideas or suggestions or things that y'all would like to see. Because I'm just one person, so I can't have like all the ideas and such. Oh man, excuse me. Again, oh, speaking of games and ideas, again, I casually mentioned on the offside that I stayed up too late playing Lethal Company last night, and yes, I did decide to finally pick up Lethal Company after watching friends and mods and all the other people play it for so long, and looking like they were having so much fun. So we finally, it was a community mod event that I organized, and we played Lethal Company last night, and I played it for the first time. Having some mic issues, but I'm hoping I can work through those or figure it out and such. It is what it is. But that was a ton of fun, for sure. So that's something else I'd like to plan for this year in terms of like ideas and such, is that I would like to do like more co-ops, collabs, you name it, with other friends and mutuals and such this year. Especially like with fun, easy to pick up, easy to have fun stream value games like Lethal Company and whatnot. So I might be looking into those, which again, y'all can make other suggestions as well for like good co-ops or collabs or races even as well. I know Doles and I were actually talking in the Discord earlier this week. It's like, hey, if you want to do something together, just like, you know, let me know and hit me up and such. Because I know he does like the board games that he's played with his friends and mutuals. He's been doing races and stuff. So it's like, that's something I want to do more in 2024, is I want to be more involved. I always try to come up with a phrase or an idea for the year that's coming, and what was last year's? I think like the last 2 years have had to do with love. Just because it feels like, you know, you have to think about love. You know, otherwise you're gonna have hate, and that's not good. Yeah, so aspiration for this year was love more. So then I think this year, the phrase of aspiration that's going to be is going to be strong and involved. So it's like be strong, you know, it's like I want to be stronger physically and mentally and emotionally and such. It's like I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not going to be perfect whatsoever, of course. But I want to get back to being in better shape, exercising more, walking more, training myself up and getting better. Just putting myself in a better position to enjoy life more and such. And then being more involved. Again, having the co-ops and the collabs or races and things. Like just not sitting on the sidelines as much anymore. I want to be out there. I want to be with all of you guys and hanging out and having fun. And again, just being more involved. So that's the phrase for 2024 for my journal for myself is be strong and involved, of course. And of course, it's not so much a resolution as it's just more of an idea to run forward with. And of course, you guys can share, like, if you've got any ideas, any aspirations for 2024. Like, again, this is not just all about me. This is a community thing. Like, I wouldn't be anything without you guys. Always remember that. It's like, I may be the streamer, but you guys are the community, and you guys matter so much. So never forget that. Oh, man. Man, Octopath Traveler 2 music, my gosh, is so freaking good. But yeah, I want to be more involved, so we'll just be trying to figure stuff like that out. So yeah, it's like there's Lethal Company, there's Low Level, there's like all kinds of things that we can think of doing. It's just a matter of making it happen. I mean, and if any of you friends or mutuals out there want to play something or make something happen, you don't necessarily have to stream. But if you, like, want to play a game or whatever, like, y'all can always, like, get in touch with me on the Discord and such, and we can figure something out. Like, I know a friend and mod of the stream, Kirative, she and I... Gosh, was that this past summer? Oh my gosh, this year feels like it's been so short and so fast, but then when you really think back on it, it's been so long, almost. Like, you think about it, when you think about something that happened in the middle of the year, it's like, did that really happen this year? Because it feels so long ago. It's so weird. But, I know she and I did Stardew. When we did collaborative Stardew. Or, I think it was either Pokemon games or Discord Wars. One of those. But that was fun. No, I think it was this year. I think it was the Pokemon games. This year, it was one of the badges. Ugh, still crazy to think of. But yeah, again, open invitation for any friends, mutuals of the stream to reach out to me if you have ideas, if you want to do something. Again, I'm trying to think of ideas as well. Again, just playing fun, silly games. Again, like Lethal Company. I know I keep coming back to Lethal Company, but I know it's like it's the big hot game right now, and it's so freaking fun. And just as soon as I can get like my microphone situation, it's like, it turns out that this microphone, my little microphone that I've got going on here, yeah, you can see it, for whatever reason operates at a much higher hertz than normal. So somehow I think that it makes it sound robotic. So we had to do like some shenanigans through me, all of us being in a voice call and everyone but me being muted so people could hear me and interact with me and such. So anyway, little things. But like, yeah, like racing games, playing games, multiplayers, things like that. There's lots of ideas and such. So yeah, I just want to be more involved. I don't want to feel like I'm behind the scenes as much anymore. Or not behind the scenes, on the sidelines, while people are out there having fun. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm just vibing to this song for a second because, again, Octopath Traveler 2 was so fantastic. Man. Again, I have to think back, and I think this is something I'm going to have to do with my journal going forward, is remembering to write down at least what new games that I play like every month instead of having to comb back through my journal entries and such. I mean, it's like aren't a problem because I normally write like a short blurb or a couple of sentences for what happens every day of the month. But just so I have an idea of what games I've played. Like I can think back on like the big stuff. Like again, Octopath Traveler 2. Octopath Traveler 2. What else? I feel like there was something in May and I'm blanking and I feel terrible. Let me pull up my YouTube. YouTube probably help. Do-do-do. Okay. Yeah, we did Octopath Traveler 2. Oh yeah, I started moving over all the Final Fantasy XIV stuff in April. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild. That was another one. I knew there was a game we started in May that we started a playthrough for that was so good. And that game was like, that was one of the first Switch games. And it took me like, what, 6 years to actually start playing it for the first time? But that was so, so, so good. Oh my goodness. So I guess I've had to think about games for 2023 that I really, really enjoyed. Let me find like just a blank page somewhere. Okay. Yeah, so like playthroughs I enjoyed in 2023. Oh. I wanted to be like a chat thing. I'm still trying to learn how to navigate Notion, but it's so weird. Okay. Okay, perfect. Nope. Notion. Pull your biscuits. Here we go. I was looking for bullet points. Alright. Yeah, we'll just start naming off the playthroughs that I enjoyed, the new stuff. Of course. Traveler 2. Again, Breath of the Wild was so fun. And the funny thing was not only like just how much of an experience that it was for me, that this was actually like the perfect time when I started getting into doing YouTube shorts, and when Twitch actually launched their first in-house first-party short maker, their mobile clip maker and stuff, which really helped kick off more of the building for the YouTube channel and such, which, again, I would really like to continue building. It's just a matter of, you know, examining and figuring out what you guys like, and all the people out in YouTube land like as well. Because we're over halfway to the required number for a partnership, which would be really cool. It'd be really cool to hit. But anyway. Yeah, what Number 2, Breath of the Wild. What else was there? Oh yeah, Earthbound! That was another one. Another game that I put on a list that Maxi Lobes put out. Is like, if you can name the playthroughs of games that did not release in 2023 that you enjoyed. And Earthbound was so good! Like, I had kind of seen it here and there with like speedruns, and of course other people that have like made references to it and such, but I had never played Earthbound for myself. Although, albeit very, very briefly before I even understood what RPGs were back in the day. And I'm so glad that we played it, because it was such a good trip. It had so many moments with its humor, with its writing, with good luck and bad luck, with Dad's phone calls at odd times and everything. Like, I loved playing Earthbound, so I'm really glad we did that this year, of course. Another super good playthrough for 2023. What else is there? Oh yeah, Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver was another good one. Be another game that I enjoyed that came out this year. Technically, it was in early release in 2022, but it didn't go into 1.0 until the summer of this year. And we got to do like play through the whole thing, and it was amazing, and the music and exploration and the writing and everything was great. So I enjoyed that. Oh, this is Oswald's. Yeah, this is Oswald's theme. Or number of themes, because I think they're doing like introduction, progress, battle, final boss, and then resolution themes. Like, they're playing all the variations of it in this playlist, and it's so good. Again, kudos to the guy that composed Octopath Traveler 2, because it was the same guy that did Octopath Traveler 1 as well. So he knew what he was doing. Oh shoot. It does look like ads are about to start too. Again, tonight's just kind of a fun, comfy, involved night with all of you, of course. So we're just still going to be talking about games, and we'll get to playing like a couple of games here in just a minute. I know I probably want to kick off Goose Game close to midnight, just so we can, like, I don't know, like, I thought about like dropping the final bell in Goose Game right as 2024 hit. You know, like, drop the ball, drop the bell. Honking in the new year as we did last year and such. So let me keep going. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put FF7 Remake, the cosplay through, since that was the incentive for my birthday, to closet cosplay as Tifa. And then we also did the one day of the mature dress for that stream, which, funny enough, for the what was it, the Twitch recap, that was actually my most watched clip on Twitch, was me in the Tifa mature dress, quoting back during the Corneo confrontation, which is like, you know, it's like, I'll smash them, so. Most watched clip on Twitch for my channel. It was kind of funny. Hey. Oh, and there were a lot of demos and short plays that were a lot of fun. Of course, Star Ocean 2 remake, gotta have it. SMRPG remake. Which, for this list, I would have to say some of my favorite games that came out in 2023, go figure, were Octopath Traveler 2, Day of the Diver, Star Ocean 2 remake, SMRPG remake, and such. Let me look at my indies and demos as well, because there were a lot of really good short playthroughs too. Oh yeah, and Ace Attorney trilogy, of course, because we just started that this year, and that was a lot of fun. Cannot type tonight. Trilogy. That was a lot of fun to accomplish this year, of course. Okay, yeah, let me look at my demos and short plays. Oh yeah, Grease and To the Moon. Those were good playthroughs. Even for just being short ones, just how much was packed into that time was so good. Played a lot of demos, which was good. Oh, this is, shoot, now I've got to think back all the names. Gosh, I know it's been like 10 months, but it was this year. Ochette Casti. Ochette Casti. Oh. Now, Throne. Oswald. Octo. It's like I can picture them now. I'm terrible and I'm blanking on their names. Particio. That was it. Particio. I know, like, he was like everybody's favorite because of his playthrough mechanics and his theme. He did have one of the best themes. I mean, they all did. All of their themes were good. Let's see. A lot of demos. Okay. Yeah, so far, these are the playthroughs that have stuck out to me the most. Which again was Octopath Traveler 2. Again, still loving the music to this day. And all of its experiences and everything. At some point, I'd maybe like to think about perlering some of the characters, because there were some really good sprites of the characters like Particio, Casti, Ochette, etc. And I do like to perler. It's just been so long since I've actually done it and such. Maybe at some point we'll look into doing that. But Breath of the Wild was a trip. And again, maybe a few years on down the line, I'll actually get to Tears of the Kingdom. Again, I know one of the things that stood out to me the most was actually having emotion in a Zelda game. Which, like, if you thought about the stories in all the Zelda games over time, like, they could still be, like, kind of, you know, pull at your heartstrings and such, but my gosh, this game actually made me cry in some points because of how good and how well that they constructed the stories, the voice actors, and all that stuff. Earthbound, really happy with it. Happy-go-lucky, then when it wasn't at the very end. But still super sweet, super cute. Dave the Diver, good mechanics, great music, good humor. Again, like, that's kind of the thing with me. It's like, if you have good writing and characters and music, and if it looks good, no matter what kind of format it is, be it pixelated, 3D rendered, anywhere in between, hand-drawn, whatever, those are the things that usually get me, because I can find something to appreciate in all kinds of mediums. But FF7 cosplay through was good. Star Ocean 2 remake, SMRPG remake, like, oh man, the two of the big ones I did not anticipate this year. I don't think anybody did come the summer Nintendo Direct, especially that both of those were gonna drop in the same freaking Direct. Oh man. And they were so fun. Again, I'm so happy with Nintendo and how they've got it. Like, if they've got something big in their midst, that they don't let it go, that they don't put it out there until, like, months before it's ready. Like, they don't do a build-up. They're just like, hey, here's a trailer. It's coming in 5-6 months or less. So, because I remember the one thing, that's what they did for Paper Mario and the Origami King, is that they're like, hey, this is a trailer for it, and it's coming out in like 4 months or less, or whatever it was. And people are like, what? New Paper Mario? You know. Ooh, this is, Aranea. Or Agnia. Why did I confuse with Aranea? Aranea is Final Fantasy 15. Agnia. Yeah, super sweet. Agnia's was a good journey. I thought about designing an Agnia emote at some point. Maybe I will on down the line. If I did, I should have done it while the iron was hot. And we were in the middle of it, but just, you know, time and everything else. But, yeah. Ace Attorney Trilogy. Another thing that I'm glad that we got all the way through. That's why I wanted to, like, finish Trials and Tribulations, even though we were binging it and that was all we did for, like, almost 2 weeks straight. I just wanted to, like, have it done. Play through all of it, like, this year. Especially with whenever the Apollo Justice Trilogy is coming out, which I don't know if I'll play immediately when it releases, but at least it'll be there. And maybe sometime in the time being, we'll play the Miles Edgeworth Investigations games at some point. That's something else. That's something else I need to put down, is the Miles Edgeworth Investigations ones. Because whenever I've mentioned that I was playing the original Ace Attorney trilogy, like when we've rated Dr. Doobie and a number of other people, they've said, play the Investigations games, they're fantastic! So we'll have to look into those as well. And whatnot. So we'll remember to put that down. And then Grease. I remember so many people recommending this to me for a short, beautiful, good playthrough, and oh my gosh, that hit. Grease was not one I expected. I remember both times that I played it. The first time I played it in Feels February, and when I replayed it for Mother's Day, both of those times made me cry, just because of how it applies to me, with me losing my own mother and such. Like, oh my gosh, but that game is so beautiful and so fun, and it still got me with the freaking jump scare of the daggum eel. But yeah, like, the game is beautiful, it sounds great, so I can see why people love Grease. And also To the Moon, oh my goodness, like another one of those good sleeper ones. Like, you started off, it's like, oh, you think it's some typical RPG maker, Babby's first venture into it, but then as it goes on, you find out, like, just how deep the person went, or the people went with writing it and everything as well. Like, my gosh. So I'm really glad we did To the Moon, and of course we will be playing at some point this year Finding Paradise, since I did pick that up with the recent winter sale. So look forward to that. I.e. I'll have to ping Minstrel since I know he loves that series. God. Ew. Derp. There. Okay. Need to put... Right. I need to put AA Investigations. Edgeworth, so we'll know what it is. Because that's what I've heard those games are about. Like, those games are all Edgeworth. Investigations 1 and 2, but people love those games, so if people that loved the Ace Attorney series love Investigations, that's something to say about it. So we'll look into those as well. Oh man. Again, I love being able to go over all these games with you guys because there's so much to look forward to. For like new stuff, replays, old and new adventures and everything, and just sharing games that I've loved with all of you guys. Or new ones that are gonna make us laugh and cry and everything in between and such. Oh yeah, this is her boss theme with what's her face is Amelie's character. I forget if Amelie actually sings this or not, or if this is... or has any part in singing it. I don't think so. Man. That was a good fight. Especially with how pretty the boss's sprite was. And I'm gonna have to make note. I can't go wrong with the Octopath Traveler 2 music playthrough, music list. Because this is like a whole entire playthrough. That it's like, you know, their main theme, In Pursuit of, their boss theme, which is just like like an even more wonderful revision of their main theme. Okay. And again, these are all of my ideas, but I am always open to hearing what all of you guys have to say about suggestions, ideas, and again, any friends or mutuals of the stream that want to hit me up for co-op games, co-op collabs, races, fun things, etc. Again, I just want to be strong and more involved in 2024, so I just want to be more open to ideas. But I can't do it alone, because of course I need all of you and your lovely ideas and such as well.